everyone! Today we're going to be making these super cool sensory bottles. For the 3 to 6 year box, everything that you need to make your own sensory bottle is included in your box. So we have an empty water bottle, a bottle of clear glue, and a jar full of ocean accessories. Every jar has items that are slightly different, but in our jar that we're using today for this demonstration, we have some clear gems, some blue gems and rocks. We've got some sea pebbles. We've got some shells. And fun tip, check out your sensory jar in the dark because some of these pieces are glow in the dark. So they're really cool. This piece here is a glow in the dark piece. We've got ocean animals, and this one we've got this cool looking fish, and we've got this crab. So what we're gonna do is take our empty water bottle, open it up, and the first thing you're going to do is empty the entire bottle of glue, clear glue, into the bottle. So that fills it up about 2/3, close to a half of the way. And now don't forget, you can play with all these items. So in your box you have nature table items, sensory bin items that you can play with the kinetic sand, with the different other nature table items, and you can feel free to allow your child to explore and play with these until they're done and ready to put them into their sensory jar. So once they're ready to put these into their sensory jar, once you have the glue in, we're just going to put the pieces in. So I'm going to start with the gems and the stones. I'm just going to sink right down to the bottom with the glue. Got these glow-in-the-dark shell pieces. And then I've got these aquarium plants. Stuff those in there. Now, a lot of these pieces, once you get them in, they'll be hard to get out, especially these plastic fish pieces, because they're you kind of have to shove them in a little bit. Like this crab, we're gonna have to bend and put in there. All right, so we've got all our little pieces in there. And now we're going to fill it to the top with water. You can do this right over the sink. I'm going to just be using a funnel and some water here. All right, so we've got that filled to the top here. And now, if you wish to do so, and I think this gives it a really cool ocean look to it, is putting a drop of blue food coloring in it. Now you just want one drop. One drop is going to go a long way here, and you still want to be able to see everything that's in there. So we're just going to put one tiny drop in there. Now making this bottle is in itself a sensory experience, because check that out. Look how cool the blue dye looks as it travels through the bottle. And another super cool observation is, you see where the blue is stopping? It's stopping halfway in the bottle because that's our glue line. Because the blue dye is mixing so easily in with the water, it's really turning the water blue, but because the glue is so thick, the dye is having a hard time permeating the glue. So that's pretty cool to just even observe that. So now we're just going to close the cap up, and here's sensory part 2, where you can start blending it together and just observe, see what happens. So as we do that, and turn the bottle, you can see the glue starting to mix with the water, and it's going to turn all of the liquid content blue at this point. Now you can go slowly and watch the item sort of float within, and you can kind of see how it's goopy inside, where the glue and the water are mixing together. So your child can enjoy this part of it for as long as they want to. Eventually though, you can, if you want to really just fully mix it back up, you just shake it up and you'll see how it's super bubbly. Now these bubbles will evaporate at the top. But look at that, you can see if you can find all the items that you put in there. There's our fish and our crab and our plants, our stones at the bottom. Like I said, when you're at night and you turn out the lights, some of these pieces will glow. And then with the blue water, it really looks neat. If you want to be sure that your child cannot open the bottle after it's made, you can just take some hot glue under the cap. Just put some hot glue around the rim here and then close the bottle shut and let it dry, and then that should prevent your little ones from opening up this jar and potentially making a mess. And that is how we make our ocean sensory bottle.